Good afternoon, everyone. This is Interview of the Day, and my name is Galiya Khassenkhanova. And today I'm meeting with Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs of Kazakhstan, Vassilenko. Good afternoon, Mr.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
Mr. Vassilenko, the national referendum will vote on adopting 56 amendments to the Constitution. What is the role of these amendments to the development of the country, and what changes will the population see in everyday life?
Well, these amendments have are to play a fundamental role in the development of our country. They were put together by President Tokayev in his State of the Nation address in March, and they build upon the 4 stages of political reforms that President Tokayev has instituted, has introduced, and has implemented since 2019. But this will be the most important political event in our life this year for sure. But it's important to note that this is basically the beginning of the process, because once these amendments are introduced into the Constitution, we will have to also amend or pass new laws regulating the way the political parties are organized, or regulating the activities, for example, of human rights ombudsman, who becomes the constitutional authority. That will mean that the process will continue until the end of the year. Once these all amendments are introduced, then we will build the framework for what the president calls a second republic. Or a new Kazakhstan, which again in the president's words means fair Kazakhstan. So you ask what changes will the people feel in their everyday lives? I hope that the people immediately feel the impact of all these changes in a positive way, obviously, because this will mean that the political system will become more open, more competitive, more welcoming competition. And as the legal framework for the development of the state, this political system will then lead to greater openness in economy, which is another top priority for the president. So, in a nutshell, these amendments will help build a new political system in Kazakhstan.
How is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs involved in the referendum, and what work has already been done to provide the citizens living abroad with the opportunity to vote?
They will have this chance to vote in this referendum in one of the 65 polling stations in 52 nations around the world. So these are all organized by the Foreign Ministry. Our ministry has done work in terms of organizing these polling stations, delivering ballots, delivering ballot boxes, and organizing the work of the election commissions in all these countries. So we hope that, of course, our people who live abroad also have a chance and exercise their right and come and vote.
What is the reaction of other countries to the event of the referendum as a whole in our country, and what are the thoughts about the amendments themselves?
Well, ever since the president put those proposed amendments forward to the people in his State of the Nation address in mid-March, we have been receiving only positive messages of support from around the world, from leaders from around the world. Chairman in office of the OSCE, the Polish Foreign Minister Zbigniew, who standing actually on this very place, and said that these reforms they provide the foundation for a constitutional breakthrough, and they will help establish a system which will better protect human rights, etc., etc. So the reaction is very positive. The expectations are very high. We have invited 11 international organizations and numerous international foreign countries to observe. So far, we have 10 international organizations that have sent their missions to observe our elections, our referendum, and the total number of foreign observers in Kazakhstan exceeds 270 people.
Since 1995, the parliament itself amended the constitution 5 times over the years of independence. Why was it decided to hold a referendum this time?
The fundamental reason is that these amendments are really very wide-ranging. Our constitution has 9 chapters, and these amendments that are being introduced are introduced into 8 chapters out of 9. So there are 56 amendments into 33 articles out of 98 articles, which means that 1/3 of the constitution is changed.
Well, thank you Mr. Vassilenko, for allowing us your time, and thank you everyone at home watching.